ask as we begin this period of church history, why spend all this time talking about Christ? There were 7 ecumenical councils, the first 6 of which were explicitly about the doctrine of Jesus Christ. And so some people will look at this and say, wow, they spent all of these centuries, from at least 325, the first council, till 787, the 7th council, which arguably is an extension of Christology. They spent all of these centuries talking about Christ and arguing about this. So complex and just so terrible, and you're sort of missing out on the simplicity of the faith. And you can think of the sort of objections that people might have to this. Well, let me answer that question and just say, why spend all this time talking about Christ? One, it's central to the faith. I mean, the doctrine of who Jesus Christ is the distinct and unique point of Christian faith that separates Christianity from other faiths in the world. And so if there's any question or point that the church could be justified in examining in great detail for several centuries, it is this. I mean, churches have argued and debated matters of lesser importance for probably longer amounts of time. So if you're going to argue about something and try to dig deep into something, this would be the question. 2, there are implications about the person of Jesus Christ when it comes to very practical things. One of those is liturgy. So implications about liturgy. In other words, should we worship Jesus Christ? Is he God? And what we mean by God in this sense is his nature such that he is deserving of the worship that is due to God alone? Well, that's a very practical question when it comes to the worship assembly, all right? Is Jesus Christ someone we worship as God or not? If he is God and we don't worship him, then that's a problem. If he is not truly divine and we do worship him, then that's something like idolatry. So it's a very practical question. If you like what you've heard and you want more, visit christian-studies.org and subscribe to the video course on understanding the Bible. And while you're there, check out our journal and other content from the Center for Christian Studies.